In her first exclusive interview since her resignation, Liz Truss somehow managed to panic and stutter over a very simple question. Okay, we've been quite objective on Liz Truss and how she was as Prime Minister. Even recently we talked about how a lot of her ideas were right, the message was fine, the messenger was absolutely terrible. And now we're being proven right. The way Jeremy Hunt and Rishi Sunak are managing the economy, the way central banks, the IMF and all the globalist establishments who are completely out of touch and they're losing the battle of ideas. But at the same time, she was not a good messenger. She was she somehow managed to cave in to the pressure of making U-turns about her budget, and she was forced to appoint Jeremy Hunt as Chancellor, and then they brought her down. One of the questions in this interview that we have that she did on Spectator TV was a simple question about sacking Kwasi Kwarteng, her longest ally and Chancellor. Both of them had the same economic ideas. I'm just going to put this clip on. It's a very simple question. She could have been brief. She could have prepared it better instead of just, she decided to panic and stutter without giving us a proper answer. Watch this.
The biggest change you made was losing Kwasi Kwarteng, one of your most longest-standing political allies. That must have been a very difficult decision.
It was very difficult. It was very difficult, and reversing the measures in the mini budget as well that we thought were right was very difficult.
But the two of you didn't disagree on anything, did you? As far as I can work out.
No.
Yet he still had to go.
I can't say it was anything but extremely difficult, but he was in Washington at the time at the IMF meeting, and I was getting some very serious warnings from senior officials that there could be a potential market meltdown the following week if I didn't take action.
Okay, so two things, very, very important things. One, she panicked because she couldn't say, yes, I threw him under the bus, because that's what happened. Because the question was very logical. If you both believed in the same things and you didn't actually disagree on it, why did he have to go? Then she actually, after panicking and stuttering, she actually then revealed the truth, at least part of it, that she was under pressure. She was basically being bullied into essentially some sort of blackmail situation where they said, if he stays, unless you want to go, but he has to go. Otherwise, we, the political and financial establishments, all of them, the Bank of England and the IMFs, will bring down the markets. But they said the markets will be brought down and it will be on you. Obviously, they just said that the markets will crash, right? But if you translate it, it sounded more like some sort of extortion sort of situation where they said, well, you're going to have to get rid of him. Otherwise, somehow your protection will go away and somehow we can't really be there to save you. Really? So while she could have been prepared better. But it was important for me to show you this because it's important to clarify that while some of the ideas that she had was pretty all right, but could have been amended, you still can't trust her because she's just not ready to be a politician. And she's been a politician for about 600 years, but she's still not ready. She doesn't have it. She doesn't have that X factor. So for those who get excited and say, well, let's just bring her back, give her a second chance. Yeah, maybe some of her ideas, but definitely not her as a person, not as a leader, because she just proved that she can't. She just can't do it. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm Mahyar Tousi and we are the media.